We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We're on Adi Leela, chapter 4, text 131. Vibhur api kalyan sadhavi vriddhim gurur api gaurava charyaya vihinaha muhur upachita vakrimapi shuddho jayati muradvishi radha radhikanu ragaha. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. Although it is all-pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. Although it is important, it is devoid of pride. And although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. I think, did we? So, Srimati Radharani is, this is a verse from Dana Keli Kaumudi 2 of Srila Rupa Goswami. So Srila Rupa Goswami, one of the Goswamis of Vrindavan, he was the leader of the Goswamis of Vrindavan, because Lord Chaitanya had specifically empowered him to write the Bhakti Shastras, to teach us how to engage in Bhakti. So he was specifically empowered by Lord Chaitanya. And then in his Dana Keli Kaumudi, he writes, all glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. So there is a demon called Mura. And so Krishna, because demoniac people are always, we were just hearing how Hiranyaksha is a demon. So then that's how Krishna is called, like Madhusudan, because he killed the demon Madhu. So Krishna has many names depending on a lot on his pastimes and his relationships, like Yashoda Nandan, because he's the son of Mother Yashoda. Like that, Krishna likes to be called in these names in relation to his devotees. Devki Nandan, son of Mother Devki. So although it is all-pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. So Srimati Radharani's love is all-pervading. It's unlimited already, but she keeps on increasing. Her love for Krishna keeps increasing. Can you imagine? She loves him more and more. And then although it is important, it is devoid of pride. She is not proud that Krishna loves me so much and I love Krishna so much and I can give in so much enjoyment to Krishna and I can please Krishna so much and that Krishna, he's always like running after me. She does not have pride. How prideful do we get? How prideful do we get if we get someone's attention? But Radharani, no pride. And although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. So because her mood, Radharani's mood is like of she's the leader of the left-wing gopis. So she loves him the most. And then why the duplicity? To increase more pleasure, to have more excitement in the pastimes. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh, she's inciting Krishna's anger or something like that. Or she's angry to see how's Krishna going to behave. So, se premara Shri Radhika Parama Ashraya, se premara Ami Hai Kevala Vishaya. Shri Radhika is the highest abode of that love, and I am its only object. So Srimati Radharani, she's the most chaste. Why? Because the only object of her love is Sri Krishna, only Sri Krishna. Where there is a pastime on Vrindavan that because Radharani was feeling so ashamed and so bad because all the Brajvasis were calling her unchaste. Oh, you're married to Abhimanyu, you have affair with Krishna, what are you doing? So she was feeling very bad and sad. So Krishna made this pastime. He felt sick. Then he came himself as a doctor. The doctor said, this fever is going to go only if a chaste woman brings water in a pot of 100 holes from the Jamuna and puts it on Krishna's head, and except Mother Yashoda, because Mother Yashoda is the most chaste, so she could have done it. So then everyone tried, and none of them could succeed. All the water was falling off. They said, Kutila, come. Kutila said, I'm going to do it. I'm the most chaste. You know, Kutila is Abhimanyu's sister. And she would be very prideful always that I'm most chaste. She tried to pick up the water, immediately all the water fell out again. And so she was like, oh my God. And Jatila, her mother, was telling her, hey, what's this? You said you're the most chaste. Look, what happened? What have you been doing? And then Jatila tried it too. And still all the water ran out. And so all were ashamed. And so then they told the Ved, there's no one else, no woman who can do it. The Ved said, there must be someone. I know there has to be someone. Everyone said, oh, only Radha is there. She won't be able to do it. No, he insisted, get her to do it. Get her to do it. And then Radharani went to the Jamuna, and of course, she could bring back the full pot of water, not even one drop of water spilled. And everyone was amazed because she is the most chaste, most chaste. She has only love for Krishna. And they put the water on Krishna, and Krishna became all right. And Krishna performed this pastime to show everyone the chastity of Srimati Radharani's love. That he is the only object of her love. And that's how it's the highest, the purest, the strongest, the most glorified. Srimati Radharani's love. So reading on, text 133, Vishaya Jatiya Sukha Amar Ashwad Ama Haite Koti Guna Ash Rayera Ahalad. I taste the bliss to which the object of love is entitled. But the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater. So what is he saying? That I am the object of the love. So I'm feeling happy. I'm the object of her love, but I can see that she's feeling happier than me. She's the abode of the love, and she's feeling 10 times greater happiness than me. Whereas I'm the object, so I should be feeling happier. She's the abode. How come she's feeling more happier 10 million times? Imagine the ratio, 10 million times. So this is perplexing him. Ashraya Jatiya Sukhapaite Manadhaya Yatne Ashwadite Nari Ki Kari Upaya. My mind races to taste the pleasure experienced by the abode, but I cannot taste it, even by my best efforts. How may I taste it? So now Krishna is thinking, I want to taste the pleasure that Srimati Radharani is tasting. What is the happiness is she feeling? I am the object of her love. She's the abode of love, and she's feeling greater happiness, greater pleasure than me. And I want to taste this. I want to, but I'm unable to. I'm unable to. This is what he's thinking. How may I taste it? Kabu yadi e premara haye ashraya tabe e premanandera anubhava haya. If sometime I can be the abode of that love, only then may I taste its joy. So now he's thinking, only if I can be the abode of that love, that I am, that love is with me to give, then only I will understand how much joy is there in loving someone and giving someone. That's what he's thinking. He's God. He's the Supreme Lord. He's Ras Bihari. He enjoys all the mellows, but yet yet a devotee is feeling higher bliss than Krishna himself. And so this goes to show another opulence of Krishna. He's the Supreme Lord. Yet, how is it that a devotee can feel more pleasure than the Lord himself? If it's us, we'll say, I should be feeling the most pleasure. Why shall I give pleasure to anyone else? I should be able to feel the highest pleasure. But here the Lord is giving the highest pleasure to his devotees. How much loving is he? So loving. Vishaya and Ashraya are two very significant words relating to the reciprocation between Krishna and his devotee. The devotee is called the Ashraya, and his beloved Krishna is the Vishaya. So Ashraya means the abode. Ashraya is the devotee. The devotee has this loving feeling for who? For his beloved Krishna. Krishna is the Vishaya. So different ingredients are involved in the exchange of love between the Ashraya and Vishaya, which are known as Vibhav, Anubhav, Satvika, and Vyabhichari. So now we are going into the details of this loving reciprocation. Okay, devotee loves Krishna, Krishna loves devotee. Now what are the, how are these exchanging happening? Vibhav, Anubhav, Satvika, and Vyabhichari. Vibhav is divided into two categories, Alambana and Udipana. Now we can see so much detail is given. So much detail. So then Alambana may be further divided into Ashraya and Vishaya. In the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, Radharani is the Ashraya feature and Krishna the Vishaya. The transcendental consciousness of the Lord tells him, I am Krishna and I experience pleasure as the Vishaya. The pleasure enjoyed by Radharani, the Ashraya, is many times greater than the pleasure I feel. Therefore, to feel the pleasure of the Ashraya category, Lord Krishna appeared as Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the internal reason. Why did he actually come? Why Krishna himself came as Lord Chaitanya? It's himself he came. He wanted to taste the love that Srimati Radharani is feeling. What does a devotee feel when a devotee is loving me? I want to experience that. I want to experience. And that's what he wants to experience. So how glorious is a devotee that Krishna wants to experience how a devotee is feeling. And then Krishna, Lord Chaitanya is telling us, here, become devotees, chant Hare Krishna. And we are like, no way, I have so many other things to do. I'm busy. I want to do other things. And whereas Krishna wants to be a devotee, he wants to feel happiness, the highest happiness. Eta chinti rahe Krishna parama kautuki, hridaye bhadaye prema loba dhaki. Thinking in this way, Lord Krishna was curious to taste that love. His eager desire for that love increasingly blazed in his heart. So he was thinking, and his curiosity was getting more and more, and his desire was getting more and more, increasingly blazed in his heart. He was curious. He had an intense desire. He wanted to feel what is Radharani feeling. Ekashuna aralobera prakar swamadurya dekhi Krishna karina vichar. That is one desire. Now please hear of another. Seeing his own beauty, Lord Krishna began to consider. So one of the desire that Krishna had was, I want to feel the happiness that Srimati Radharani is feeling because she loves me so much. So I want to feel what is the happiness. Now there's another desire, and that is seeing his own beauty. Lord Krishna began to consider. Krishna is the most beautiful. He's so most beautiful. One of the pastimes is written that he saw his own reflection. He saw his own reflection. I don't remember, is it a mirror or in a pond? And he was amazed and he said, oh my God, who's this beautiful person? This is such an attractive person. You know, it was Krishna himself. He attracts even himself because he's so beautiful. You know, we also look in the mirror and we say, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Don't we do that? Oh, look at me, I look so beautiful. So Krishna was like, oh my God, who's this beautiful person? He was so attracted to himself. And then we can hear of his second desire tomorrow about his beauty. Any questions or comments or realizations? Anything?
Yeah, he's so merciful, really.
What makes you say that?
Like, he's ready to do anything for his devotees. His devotees come first for him. Nobody else. He's like, he came in this material world to associate with his devotees. for giving the pleasure to them, all the pleasure to them. So like, who would do that?
It's true. It's true. So it goes to
Like,
show, and then, sorry.
Like, as you also said, 10 million. And then we have also read previously that Krishna's love for us is like more than what are even mother, like if 10 million mothers in a combination give us that much love, only Radharani's love is for us as a parent, their love. So, I mean, our mother loves us so much and we feel that's the unconditional love. So just imagine 10 million times of that love. And we feel so grateful to our parents, like how much they love us unconditionally. But then that is 10 million. Krishna loves us 10 million times more than that. So it is like, you can't even imagine. He's really inconceivable. Like, you can't. His leelas, and he really loves his devotees so much. Like, what to say?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your nice realization. It's true. He loves us a lot. Actually, he loves each and every living entity. Each and every living entity, you know. But once a living entity wants to be in that loving relationship, then Krishna arranges. Yes, I've been waiting for you. I've really been waiting for you. He's waiting for each of us, each and every one of us. He loves each of us unconditionally. But because a devotee wants to express that love and wants Krishna to express that love, then Krishna expresses his love. In the sense, the devotee, Krishna says, right, as you surrender, I reveal myself. So whatever is our desire, he loves us so much, you know. We want to have a loving relationship with him. And he says, yes, I've been waiting for you. You know, where have you been all your life? I've been really waiting for you. And he loves us so much that we say, Krishna, I want nothing to do with you. Please, I want nothing to do with you. I want to forget you. I don't want to remember you. He says, sure, it's okay. Go. I love you so much. Whatever you desire.
Yeah, he doesn't control us, right? Like, not a controller. How can you go? No, you can't. No.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. This
and
is it's so unconditional, as you said.
yeah,
So
yeah.
not only that for the devotees, not that only, you know, who want to express that love, be in a loving relationship, but for even like us, we are like, Krishna, I don't want to remember you know.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, whatever, my dear, whatever pleases you, just wants to please us.
Like, I remember a story on this, that when everything was happening inside the in the 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 gambling match between the Duryodhan and the Pandavas that was happening, and Yudhishthir Maharaj didn't even remember Krishna once at that time, because he was playing. So then Krishna was waiting. He said that he wanted to help, he wanted to come, but then because the devotee is not remembering, so how can he? And the moment Draupadi, when it was happening with Draupadi, and even she was calling out to all the others that, Pitama, can't you see what is happening with me? Won't you save me? She called out to the husbands, won't you save me? What is this? And then she just left it. She said, now. And then she folded her hands. He said, Krishna. And the moment she called, and Krishna came. So, like, as you said, that if we remember, yes, he's always there. He's always there. So yes, we just have to believe that he's there, and we need to call out to him, because nobody can solve our problems in this material world. Nobody. We ourselves can't solve our problems, what we ask from others. Like, if I expect that I have a problem and I can just feel relaxed sharing it with somebody, but they can't solve it. They can't give me the solution of that problem. They will just listen. Maybe I'll feel little relaxed and they will, oh, don't bother. It's okay. Don't worry, dear friend. It's fine. And there'll be a nice hearing ear. And that will just calm me down. But the solution, only Krishna can provide. And then why can't we cry and in front of Krishna that this is my problem? As we are communicating with our friend, why can't we communicate with him? My dear friend, this is my problem. Because he is the only one who will give the solution. Rest, nobody can solve your problem in this world. I've experienced this. That nobody, not even your parents, you forget about the friend. They are very, that is just a part. But your parents are your life. They can't solve your problems. I, as a mother, can't solve my children's problem. I can just tell them that Krishna will help, but I can't solve some problems in life. Only if Krishna empowers me, then I can solve. But if we tell Krishna, yes, that's a wink, let's just a finger, and yes, the problem is gone away. So we need to have that faith on him, no matter what. I think that is really important thing.
Yes, very good. It's true. Very good. Krishna is our best friend. It's true. Very good points.
And I just remember one thing. Baldev Prabhu's lecture on the Sunday, it was really, really amazing lecture. And that was from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3.26 or 4.3, I think 3.26. And what he said was, what is the difference between when you offer all the results on the lotus feet of Krishna and the pure bhakti? And very beautifully, he said that pure bhakti is only what you do for the pleasure of Krishna. Even if you offer anything that might or might not be you're doing for the pleasure, you're doing for your own. That, okay, if I offer, then all my sins will be like, it will be negated. But pure bhakti is when you don't have any other motive except to please Krishna. That was so beautiful what he mentioned. Like he really brought up quite good points, but I'm just sharing this one that stuck me.
Sorry, thank you. Yes. Pure devotional service. Thank you. Doing for the pleasure of Krishna. And so then, that's why I heard Sachinandan Maharaj, he says, okay, we are not on that platform, but even one thing if we can do in a day, Krishna, this is for your pleasure. Even just one thing, so that is pure at that moment. Offering a flower to Krishna, or offering water to Krishna. My dear Krishna, this is for you, for your pleasure. Or just bowing down in front of Krishna. My dear Krishna, I'm bowing down for your pleasure. That's what it is. Just trying to remember, because we forget throughout the day. But even if one thing we can say every day that, okay, I'm going to do one thing every day at least, only for the pleasure of Krishna. And that really helps a lot.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, this is important.
Mm-hmm. So thank you so much for sharing such wonderful realizations and thank you for sharing us the glories of pure devotional service.
And thank you that you shared the Baldev Prabhu's YouTube. He is amazing. Yeah, I think you can share it again, only his ID. He makes, like, he really brings up those small points which we forget to, think upon.
Yeah.
Those are really important points. And he explains in a very simple way. There is no complication of words. There's nothing at all.
It's true. He's really so amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah. It's true.
It's really beautiful.
I agree, because I personally have also learned so much from him. Personally,
Like when he was there for the Sunday, it feels like, oh my God, they shouldn't finish. Oh, this finished also. Like, oh, it's already time now. We have to. So like, it was so beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Nice. So we'll stop here today for Caitanya Caritamrita. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.